what's it called, Discovery as well. Like, they just, something about them just brings out the ghosts in force. It's crazy.
Well, in all fairness, throughout my Call of Duty experience, I've played from Call of Duty 4, World at War, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops. In all of them, I think there's opportunities for every player to sit and camp, with Ninja and Cold-Blooded and Ghost and all those perks, and it's just a matter of whether people take the opportunity or not. I mean, there are those who want a fair game, like take World at War for example. A lot of people say that the MP40 was overpowered, and with every iteration of Call of Duty this has been a problem. There's always someone saying that if someone uses a gun very often because they like it and it's got a nice feel to it, everyone's going to use it and it's going to be touted as being overpowered. So everyone's going to start saying it, and then that's when companies like Treyarch and Infinity Ward start dropping the power and nerfing it and such. And
but it's just like what I'm trying to say though is that it's not. I don't have a problem with the Galil itself. I don't have a problem with silencers or the Ghost perk or anything like that. It's just that the way that they advertised it. I remember in the actual trailer, one of the team. I can't remember which, like whether it was Vaughn or Wonderhard, but they said that it's like the most fast-paced map, and they actually said that before Black Ops came out. They said we've designed this game so that you can't really camp. And like, if you're going to advertise that, then you sort of expect them to deliver. And for me, it just hasn't done that at all.
Well,
nicely said.
Yeah, I don't like how they nerfed the AK-74. In my opinion, it was the other guns that needed a boost.
Really? So you prefer if they made the SMG clips larger?
There are the SMGs they're like the exact same gun in my opinion.
Yeah, I think they are a bit overpowered.
It's because you have the one class which is like the PM36,
63,
PM63, the Mac, the Uzi, and they all sound the same. And then you have the AK-74, which is like in a class of its own.
And it's weird, like when you compare
another set of guns which are all the same. They sound exactly the same and they play the same. And the 74 was the only gun that was different, and I think that is why it was so overpowered. And now people are saying the FAMAS is overpowered, and I think it's getting out of hand. I think the other SMGs needed a boost, because right now SMGs are completely useless. Nobody uses them.
I have one glove on.
That's good.
Sorry, I was going to say about the 74U thing. Do you think, because I was talking to a couple of my mates on PS3 before I haven't been on PS3 in a while now, because I've been sort of with Marvel vs. Capcom First Strike, but I've noticed that a lot of them were saying that even if they just made the 74U an assault rifle instead of a submachine gun, they'd then feel better about it, because it would just sort of give them more sort of
peace of mind.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think it's in my opinion, I think submachine guns in Call of Duty, I think it's mostly to do with the range. I think the range of these sorts of guns aren't adjusted in such a way. Like when I play Bad Company 2 and things like games that have those submachine guns and assault rifles, you can clearly distinguish where you're supposed to use it and how it should be used. Like it'll even say short to medium range, long to medium range. Assault rifles are long to medium. That's what this is meant to be used for. Submachine guns are more for running and gunning, and I think people use assault rifles for the same thing. It's just Call of Duty is that sort of game.
It's like you get people rushing with like PSGs, and it's not the same really.
Yeah. Nick, Lissa, any comments? Wolfy?
I play with the assault rifles, so I don't really use SMG.
I don't know. I always use the AK-74.
Ooh.
Although I don't play much anymore, so.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not an MP40 at least. Yeah, I don't really touch multiplayer much. I don't really play zombies now, but.
Yeah.
For me, the multiplayer on Black Ops just seems really repetitive because there's no new game modes.
Yeah. Apart from the wager matches, but.
Apart from the wager matches, it feels like the same thing that I've been playing for the last 3 years.
And in an essence, it really is the same thing you've been playing for the last 3 or 4 or even 5 if you're that dedicated.
This next Call of Duty game is definitely make or break. Because Battlefield 3 this fall versus the next Call of Duty this fall is really going to be who's going to determine what's going to be sticking around for the next 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, I just hope EA know what they're doing, because EA have this stupid online, the online pass thing.
Oh yeah, that could really, yeah.
And then they're making you pay for DLC, which is already on the disc. I mean, it's really annoying the way the games industry is going, how they're rushing games out just to make the DLC for it.
Yeah, that's the thing I like about games that are backwards compatible. Is I think that whenever you bring out a sequel, you should always have the DLC, not as like something how you had with Black Ops, how if you bought Hardened Edition or Prestige Edition, you got the classic maps. They should come with it, in my opinion. I mean,
yeah.
Why shouldn't we? If you bought them on COD 5, why should you have to practically buy them again?
See, this is Activision we're dealing with,
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, I think we've done ranting on this topic. Covert, do you want to talk about LA Noire?
LA Noire?
Mm-hmm.
For those who don't know much about it, it's basically just a detective game set in like the 1940s or 1950s or something, and it's in LA, of course.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Funnily enough.
You never would have guessed.
I know, right?
But yeah, just basically a detective game, and you have to solve mysteries and work your way up through the ranks of the police office. And the most amazing thing about the game is the graphics, of course.
Are you an actual police officer in the game?
I think you start off like a mall cop or something. I don't know what it is.
You go through traffic and then...
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, okay.
I wonder if you knew this, but LA Noire actually was planned to be a PlayStation exclusive.
Is it not anymore?
No, it's not anymore.
Ah, that's a shame. I think there should be more exclusive to the PS3. That'd be good to see.
I think it might have been... Sorry, go on, Nicola. Go on.
No, I was just going to say, a year ago, a lot of people were saying that Rockstar was going to start doing PS3 exclusives.
Well, actually, to tell... I don't know if you know this, here's some trivia, but at PS3's launch, Ubisoft and Rockstar actually approached Sony to make Grand Theft Auto and Assassin's Creed exclusive. You're going to probably be wondering why the hell did they turn it down. The actual story behind it is, or the makeshift story, not unofficial, is that they contacted Sony Computer Entertainment Japan, and it wasn't the American, since Japan is where the headquarters are and they make all the decisions on first party titles and such. And apparently they got no reply whatsoever from them. And they thought, well, if Sony ain't gonna bother replying, then we might as well make it multi-platform. And Sony could have really...
Sony could have really hit a home run there, wow. Yeah,
360 would be, to be honest, at this point, it probably Call of Duty would be the only thing going for it. It wouldn't have all these exclusive, time DLC, the GTA 4 Liberty City stories. See, that probably wouldn't even exist for Xbox 360.
I heard that in LA Noire they've got like some sort of really, I think it's LA Noire, it's like really sophisticated lying system or something. How you're gonna have to really be able to tell if someone's lying or not.
Yeah, you have to look at their facial expressions and see if they're lying.
I'm wondering if you're gonna sort of get characters just pulling extremely strange faces like through the game, like he's lying. Because I know they've done something with they've obviously got their real life actors, and then they're going to be like motion tracking their faces. But if they like stick their tongue out or something, I don't know how that's going to relate into the actual in-game animations.
Be thankful there's no Kinect support yet.
Yeah, you'll be like playing against other people online, and they'll be like doing some stuff.
Yeah, I mean, have you seen that new Kinect avatar thing?
No, I haven't.
You've not seen it? It's basically a copy of PlayStation Home, but Kinect, they've integrated it solely for Kinect. I don't think it's out yet. It was announced at I think it was CES, or it was another sort of convention, Microsoft press release. And just looking at it, it's like a pedophile's dream. If you look at the things you can do in it, it gives away the age, the gender and things like that. You can use your voice, and there's just a lot of.
Sounds like a Wii there.
Yeah, there's a lot of actions you can do in it if you want.
Yeah, the Kinect is pretty interesting. I have one of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have one too.
How do you like it? Do you think it was worth the money, or?
I had fun with it. I only have a couple of games, so... But it's pretty fun. It puts you in the game instead of Like, we tried sitting down playing it, and it just does not work at all.
Seriously, would you rather take that over PlayStation Move?
I don't know. Yeah, I tried the old PlayStation, like the iToy or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think I'd do the Kinect just because you don't have to have the controller.
Yeah.
And
well, of course, you have to remember, you know, it's a next generation, it's a generation up from the PlayStation 2, so of course it's gonna have
exactly.
But
got something better than that anyway. You know, better than the Kinect. It'll be a new gen anyway.
Well, see, I don't actually own a 360 or a Kinect, but I have had the chance to play with a Kinect, and I can say that the lag on it is really bad. I mean, for me anyway, the experience I had, there was like a second and a half lag. It was
really?
Yeah, it's like being frozen in time and then slowly moving your hand in order to select something.
Wow.
It was really, really bad, and to be honest, I can't see where they're going for it. They're just releasing a load of Kinect shovelware. Microsoft are just pushing this thing like it's a new console, as they actually, you know, as I quote, they're gonna push this like it's a new console, and I don't see what it has in the future. It's just gonna be like another Wii thing, but with HD. I mean, at least the PS Move is catering to the core gamers, you know, with Killzone, and people are even saying that the Killzone 3 Move, what's the word I'm looking for? The implementation of the PlayStation Move is the best yet.
Right.
And I've yet to pick it. I mean, I'm still having some complications. I'm getting it for free, but the fact is, I'm actually getting it. You know, so when I get it, I'll provide a review for you, and I'll tell you my experience on it. But I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think like what a lot of people see when they see, oh yeah, PlayStation Move, they see the fact that it's still got a controller, and they instantly make the assumption it's going to be like so much worse than Kinect, because Kinect you got nothing in your hands, you got nothing on your face or anything like.
But the main problem is Microsoft and their Uber marketing. They just go all out.
I mean, they're such a huge company as well.
And they have the market share, you know, they have that dominance in the market of being a big company bringing Windows to the
they're
public.
Huge.
So another topic we'll move on to this embarrassing fumble which happened a few weeks ago. It was Kevin Butler accidentally retweeting a private key. Now, basically, I don't know if you know, for the benefit of our listeners, the PlayStation 3 has been hacked by.
Very sadly. Yeah,
very sadly. It wasn't exactly this guy called George Hotz. He hacked the iPhone, but it was a team called Fail Overflow, and to be honest, they did it all in. I think they were testing the security, and they did it because they took away. Sony took away the other OS support for PlayStation for the PS3. But this, of course, was because of the fact that George Hotz had claimed to have hacked it using Linux on it, and this is the reason it was taken away. And gamers were in, PS3 owners were in complete outrage, including me. I mean, I didn't exactly have Linux on, but I was planning to once with an upgraded hard drive. And of course, to every game has a key, which every console has a randomly generated key. And what happens is usually this key is given out to developers, and this is put on their disk, which then corresponds with the random key for the console, such as the Xbox 360, and it will play. Now the PS3, they did something different, and this was an error on Sony's part, where they kept the key exactly the same on the console, and they gave this key out with every single game. And this isn't something that can be fixed with the software. They can't just release a software update because it's actually in the hardware which has this key. The only way to patch it is to
literally build a new PS3.
Yeah, and sell this to the consumers.
It seems that it's a bit of a shame. They seem to have made quite a couple of mistakes when they were like releasing the PS3. Hearing what you've just said about that, and also I've completely forgotten what I was going to say. That is a shame.
Drop a couple nukes on a country.
Oh, yep. Sorry. I was going to say about the time. I don't know if you remember. I think it was last year when the PlayStation network was unavailable because they'd actually set their clocks to reset to the year 2000.
Yeah, that's a minor thing. Microsoft had the same thing with Zoom.
But it did affect the entire sort of PlayStation network for a matter of days. So I think it was
one day. It was 1 day, son.
What? Oh, I couldn't access it for a while.
Nah, it might just been your connection.
Imagination.
It was definitely one day because I was on it 24/7.
Oh, okay.